Hi there. In this video, we're going to look solely at the past perfect continuous rather than do a comparison to all of the other past tense aspects. We use the past perfect continuous when we want to talk about something that began in the past and it happened over a period of time up to another event in the past. That is its prime use. There needs to have been at least two events in the past, and we need to make perfectly clear which event came first. Looking at the form, we start with the subject plus had plus been plus the verb and ing. For example, Wendy had a headache because the kids had been screaming all morning. The first event relates to the kids screaming. As a result of that, Wendy gets a headache. And so the reason why we use the past perfect continuous here is to focus on the amount of time to which the kids were screaming. We also know that the screaming came first and Wendy's headache came second. Her headache was the most recent event in the past. Example number 2. The team had been meeting as the alarm went off. The first event is the team meeting, and the second event is an alarm going off. And so the reason we use the past perfect continuous had been meeting is because we want to emphasize the duration, the time spent on the meeting. The meeting was a process, and a lengthy one at that. The meeting had been going for some time. The alarm going off was the second and shorter event. And now let's look at one more example, and here it is. Derek hadn't been studying when all of a sudden he panicked. So the first and earlier event is Derek failing to study. The second event is that he finally panicked. So we use the past perfect continuous for the first event to emphasize Derek's attitude towards his study. He wasn't studying, and he wasn't studying for a long time when really he should have been. So in summary, not only do we use this tense aspect to make the order of events very clear, we use it to show the time taken, the duration of the earlier event in question. We use this tense aspect because we want to highlight the process or the duration of that process, or both. In part 3 of the past perfect continuous, we're going to look at specific verbs that we cannot use with the past perfect continuous. What are they called? Generally non-continuous verbs, and there are a few classes of them. I'm Larissa. Bye for now.